Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Last topic of auditing, audit report. Auditing class we have started with commencement of audit, how the auditor has to start his work before commencement, what are the steps he has to take care. So from there we have discussed lots of topics, each and every topic. And at the end, after conclusion of or completion of the audit work, he has to submit the audit report. Audit report is having a very much importance. It is very much required also, because as per the work what he has done throughout this audit work, so everything is containing, everything is in condensed manner reporting to the client or to the management. That is, we call it as audit report. Audit report reflects everything, whether positive, negative, what he faced and what are the problems are there, what are the suggestions he wanted to give. It is all together, all in one report, you can say. So this is going to reflect what he has done, the auditor and audit staff, what they have done, everything. It is going to reflect it on the audit report. And audit report is very much required, especially for government or creditors. If the company wants to take the bank loan, employees, shareholders, everyone who are directly or indirectly related with the company, they wanted to see the audit report. Based on the audit report, they can rely on the company. The company is going smoothly, fair and transparent transactions are there, which is certified by the auditor. How do you know? Through the audit report only. That is why this is important, audit report. And how the audit report has to prepare, that we'll see today. And this class will be the end of auditing class. Next we'll see some other subject. Okay. So today is the last class. Just focus, but very important. Audit committee, last class I taught you know, audit committee and audit report. These two are important. Out of these two, one question 95 to 100% you can expect. Two questions, one question is pakka. So don't miss it. Now let's focus on the topic. So preparation of audit report. How to prepare the audit report? For preparation of audit report, there are 12 steps. Each and every step auditor has to consider. Then only he is going to prepare the audit report. Okay. So preparation of audit report. First thing is that he has to go for the preliminary meeting with the client. Auditing is over. Auditing is over. Now before giving the report, before writing the report, he has to meet the client to discuss about the work, what he has done, how much period he has taken, what are the areas, important areas, what he found it. A preliminary talk, a preliminary discussion with the client. This is the first step. Then after that, in the second step, obtaining an accurate and complete organization chart. He has to take one organization chart, how the organization is there. Chart he has to take. Then after taking the chart, why to take the chart? It will give a kind of idea, structure. Already he has idea, but once again recollecting it before preparing the audit report. So obtaining the audit chart, then some organization chart, then after that preparing a chart, his own chart. This chart will be useful for the presentation, proper presentation of audit report. So he has obtained the organization chart and he is preparing by himself own chart, preparing chart. So that will be easy for him to explain, for him to make understanding about the audit work to the client. Then after that, establishing the key areas. Throughout the audit work, what are the main areas he found? Like some problems he might have faced, and some kind of hurdles he might have faced, and some kind of issues he might have faced, and there may be some kind of mistakes or errors, frauds. What is there? Identifying those key areas. Okay, key areas he has to identify and he has to keep it aside before preparation of the audit report. Then after that, setting start and completion dates with the client. When he has started the auditing work, when he has completed. These dates also. Making sure with the client. Even in the audit appointment letter itself only might have given that auditing should commence from so and so date and deadline some date. So those dates he has to fix it, he has to recollect it, he has to mention it once again with the client. Then after that, submitting the engagement letter. Engagement letter means it is containing a lots of information related to the audit. During this auditing work, what he has done, what is the scope of the audit, what are the limitations, what he found it. So like everything in detail it will be there, engagement letter, that is we call it. Then after engagement letter, next step it comes to business financial analysis. At this stage, business analysis stage, he has to mention very clearly, he has to recollect throughout this audit work what he found it, what kind of problems he faced and what kind of hurdles he faced it and what are the solutions he got it and whether he got the information properly or not, supportiveness or unsupportiveness of the staff members, financial accounting staff members, like everything he has to mention it at this stage only. That is business analysis. Okay. Then after that, reviewing internal control system. Auditor main concept also, internal control system reviewing. He has to understand how is the internal control system of the entire organization. In internal control system, internal audit, internal check, everything comes under this only. So how is this effective or not? That also he has to review it once. Then after that he can go for the preparation of the audit report. Before preparation, he has to focus on this internal control system, effective or not. If not, what kind of problems are there, what suggestions he wanted to give, that also comes here. That is, now next thing is that after that internal control system, reviewing the procedures for prevention of frauds. He might have found during this audit work frauds. Frauds means intentionally to deceive someone, something has gone wrong. Okay, we have discussed about the frauds also in detail in the beginning days of the class. So whenever there are some frauds, how to prevent it? What kind of frauds are occurring first? This is the first step. Then after that, second step is that how to prevent it. So that also he has to prepare how to prevent it, such kind of frauds. Next step, it comes to review of board of directors. After everything, he has to talk to the board of directors, review. In the initial he spoke, preliminary meeting with the client, and last but one review with the board of directors, financial. So this is here, review of board of directors to discuss about the auditing work, what he has done and what he faced it, anything related to the audit work. He can have a review with the board of directors before preparation. After review, then he can go for the review of financial events, entire events related to the accounts, so that he can review it before preparation. Meeting is over, now review once again. Then lastly, identifying the special areas of attention. Is there any special area which is required to focus, where the company has to focus more, where the company needs some kind of advice, where it is not working well and some kind of improvements are required. So that kind of things he has to focus. Once if he prepared, once if he focused on these 12 steps, once if he gets a command over the work and what he has done, what are the main areas to be focused, after all these 12 points, then he will get an understanding to write the audit report. Now audit report he can write after these 12 steps. Now before going to the audit report, first of all he must know the structure of audit report. How to write the audit report, very important. There are, you know, that two types of audit reports. One is short report, long report. Short report is for those companies where the company scope is limited, small companies. Where the companies are large, naturally long reports, short or long reports, two types of reports will be there. So how to structure these reports? First point is that contents page. Contents page is just like index. Audit report, it's not one page or two pages, it may takes lots of pages based on the audit work he has done, and what are the points he wanted to mention it. So that is why first page is that content page. Content page tables he has drawn and what he mentioned in every page, like it will be like introductory. Then after that executive summary he has to mention. Executive summary means here he has to focus mainly on the scope of the audit, objects of the audit, and also findings and conclusions. Executive means almost it's covering the entire audit work in a glance. That is executive summary. Executive summary he prepared, then after that introduction. So this is contents page, not introduction. Executive summary is over, then after that introduction, how he has started his work and his limitations, scope, and all these things comes under the introduction, when he has started, when he has finished. Okay, so that comes under that. Then after that, scope of the audit report. Audit report is related to the area where he had a scope to do the auditing work. So that thing he'll be mentioning in that. Not in every area. Sometimes audit depends on the types of the audit. Sometimes audit may be different types of audit, this type of audit or another type of audit, whatever it may be. According to that, what is the scope of the audit report, he has to mention it. Then after that, he has to focus on the body of the audit report. This is the major part of the audit report, body of the audit report. Point by point, how to present it, so that it comes in the body of the audit report. There he must be focused mainly seriously on the aspects, what he found it, what he wanted to mention it in the audit report. So that is body of the audit report. Next one, it comes to conclusions. Conclusion means that shows that what is the main area. 1 minute. Okay, conclusion, lastly what he wanted to say. It can be positive or it may be negative. Okay, conclusion. Good, then he may give good report, and by using good vocabulary, good financial related vocabulary he can use it, and negative also he may cover it in a proper way. Anyway, mentioning it properly, exactly whether it is positive or negative through his good vocabulary and language. To write the audit report, auditor should have command over the language also. He must use the correct words, crisp words and language without any mistakes. So that is also required. So conclusion, lastly he has to give whether it's positive or negative. Then and seventh point is that recommendations. Not only the conclusions, he can recommend weak areas are this, how to improve that area. Suppose say internal control system is not good or internal check system is not good. So how the company can control it. So such kind of recommendations. Or in particular area there are many frauds, how to prevent the frauds and how the system can be improved. Because auditor is having experience and he is having much knowledge, so that with his knowledge he can give some kind of recommendations. That is recommendations. And lastly he can give some kind of appendices. Appendices means some kind of attachments. What kind of attachments? Suppose say if he is using a questionnaire to take the information from this particular department, accounts department, if he is using any questionnaire, and if he is taking an interview sheets and some letters, few letters which are given by the departed finance department or the board of directors or the client, those kind of letters, or maybe company meetings, and also you can say it as a what is the supervisor material. So all this, any kind of things which are useful, which is a supportive document for this audit report, all such kind of things he can keep at the end of the audit report. That is, we call it as appendices. Am I clear? So nothing to worry, simple, easy to remember all this thing, preparation of audit report. If you just close your eyes and if you imagine that auditor has done everything, then how he has to present it point by point, automatically you can just recollect it or remember it. Need not to by heart anything. Am I clear? Take the screenshot or note down. Hope the auditing class is clear. And whatever you want, the subjects, please mention it in the comment box. I'm very happy that auditing subject related to the degree level, not to the CA, CS, CMA, not at that level, but degree level. So that I have finished this. Hope you understood it. Let me know your feedback in the comment box. In the coming classes, let us see few more new subjects, new topics. Stay connected. Don't forget to share these videos because it is very important. Preparing these videos with lots of time and energy, especially for you all at the rate of free of cost. Do share and study well. Have a bright career. See you soon. Good luck.